Hello everyone and welcome to Channel Duello. Today, once again, we have Northern Realms as our chosen faction. I think I played a Mages/Siege deck in my first NR video of this season, but that deck is somewhat unreliable, although, you could get some really satisfying victories when you play that. But however, we can't deny that the alumni are really great cards, and you can kinda spam them indefinitely, not indefinitely, but I mean you can play a lot of them in a single round or single game, I would say. And if you can somehow achieve zeal with the other students, the deck kind of becomes unstoppable. And this version, the version that I'm playing here, is really quite fun to play, and it requires a lot of thinking compared to other versions. I mean, there's this version with Letitia and Defender and so on that is kind of boring to play. That list is kind of boring to play, but this one is quite good in my opinion. And you're going to see samples of gameplay soon, and I hope you agree with me. And you gotta, practice a lot. So practice makes perfect is kind of the deal here. And actually, I'm gonna talk about that card. I think it's the most broken card in this deck. I mean, you gotta just play to feel the power of it, especially in this. Well, let's take a look at the. It was actually the worst card, the worst bronze card in NR when the first part of the expansion was released. But with each expansion, I wouldn't say expansion, but part of expansion, we got more units with patience, and as a result, practice makes perfect plays for a lot of points. So what does this card do? Well, you shuffle an allied bronze mage to your deck, then play a random bronze mage from your deck. Boost the unit you played by the number of units with patience you played this game. So if you have a lot of units with patience in your deck list, this could play for a lot of points. And when you send a bronze mage to your deck, there is a chance that it could come back with more patience on it. And especially with if you can somehow get the alumni with practice makes perfect, you get bunch of points. So let's take a look at the number of patience units here. Well, the obvious choices are Van students and Arethusa students. So these are counterparts and really good design in my opinion. And I mean, if the opponent answers them, you play these units for really little points, and you could feel really disadvantages. But if you somehow protect them, be patient with them, they're gonna pay off really well. I mean, before these alumni, we were always worried about drawing shiny and replaying them, but with alumni, you can reach zeal status if you somehow make these 4 or more with patience. After that, there is a chance that you can play a lot of alumni. But I'm not playing actually Queen Adalia. So Queen Adalia is kind of an obvious choice for that. And well, she's 10 provision. Instead, I mean, we're replaying them mostly with actually practice makes perfect. Although this is kind of a random stuff, this deck thins out really well. And in the final round, there's really a high chance that you can replay your alumni. Why? Because you can send them back and then you can replay them. And the other mage options aren't that bad either. The worst mages in the deck are meditating mages. So we're playing this, I mean, low tempo cards, but they could really be valuable in this deck because we're also playing the Mushy Truffle. And most of the games, I mean, 1 or 2 of these mages get resilience and you carry over just a little bit, let's say support points to the next round. But you usually want to push in the next round, so that's not really that important, but in some cases you go for the long round and you dry pass and the opponent has to play something and so on. So they are not that bad. And with practice makes perfect, they're just perfect targets. especially if they don't have, resilience. They're just, 3-powered units. You send the 3-power unit, and all of a sudden you can get one of the alumni from your deck, and that alumni plays for like 15 points or something like that. And that is just a, 4 provision card. Practice makes perfect. And what about other mage options? Let's talk about the bronzes first. Well, there is the Wendra. And we're worried about the second part of it. Refresh the order of an allied location. And we have 2 locations in the deck. Chapter of Wizards is the most expensive location in the game right now. And this actually plays for more points, maybe sometimes more points than Siege. That's why, you gotta play Mage's theme deck, and this is really valuable here. You create and play a Northern Realm Mage and give it shield with Rune Word. Well, interestingly, we're also playing 2 copies of Rune Word. And since we're playing a Mage theme deck, Rune Word is getting a lot of value, especially if we have a Cintrian Spellweaver on the board. Because when you keep playing mages, this guy gets charged. And based on the what opponent's playing, you can sometimes use Mushy Truffle's Golden Froth ability, and you can protect them. And especially if you have a Cintrian Spellweaver on the board, and especially if that's the last mage you played, you can use the Order ability, and all of a sudden you have 2 Spellweavers, and they could be really hard to defend. So I would really suggest using Spellweaver from Chapter of Wizard, unless you are missing a crucial student, one of these students. Other than that, I think that's the best target. And with Rune Word, there is a strong chance that you could get one of these students as well. And in some games, okay, so we have 6 patience units. We have another one from Smushy Truffle, so 7. And you can get a patience unit from Chapter of Wizard 8. So with Rune Word, you can get 2 patience units from that. So all of a sudden you can get like 10 units. It could be actually 11, Chapter of Wizards, the other ability, the Order ability. So that's a lot of, patience units. That's why Practice Makes Perfect is just phenomenal in this deck. It's like your finishing card or something like that. Okay, so I guess that's all about the bronze. There's also Winch. Winch is for Rafart's Vengeance. So this is just an insane card. I think they should increase the provision to 10. If they do that, I know we can't draw it with Amphibious Assault. But something has to be done, because this is just a too valuable card. Maybe, they could decrease this random damage from 2 to 1. That could help, maybe. Anyway, so you can play Winch on Rafar's Vengeance, and this is at 3 cooldown, and also you can play that on Shani. But I'm not running 2 Winches, because most of the time you don't need 2 copies of it. But there's a risk of bricking John Natalis. Well, we have John Natalis, Amphibious Assault, and Winch. So those are the only 2 warfare cards. So we're not running a Boiling Oil or any other warfare cards. So be careful about not breaking these 2. You gotta keep an eye on them. Unfortunately, Rune Word isn't a warfare card, that's a spell. So we could go for reinforcements, maybe. Replacing Rune Word with reinforcements could be a good idea, but I haven't tried it. But I think it would work as well. Sometimes you kind of need that additional warfare card. But still, the more mages, the better, I guess. But still, with reinforcements, you're gonna play another mage anyway. So that could be a consideration, I guess. Okay, so what about the other gold cards? Well, there's Gerhardt, obviously. Gerhardt is probably the best Northern Realms card in the latest expansion. So, but with Gerhardt, you almost always go for the 4 provisions. The first selection. We have 3 4 provision spell in the game. So let's take a look at those. 4 provision and card type. What are they? Teleportation is one of them, and the other spell is... Okay, so am I blind? There it is. Act, and the other one is practice makes perfect. So these are our three choices with Gerhard. I mean, normally we were always going for pack because that's the most points you can get. But in this deck, the obvious choice is practice makes perfect. So add another one to the list. So Gerhard will play practice makes perfect, and you know another mage could come out of your deck, really boost it. So you also need to check which mages are left in your deck, and also you should intentionally not boost some of the mages that you are planning to send them back to the deck, because you know if that bronze mage is like boosted already, like 8 or 9 power, you're gonna lose some points. So you should also pay attention to that. And also, what about the bronze mage selections here? So let's keep an eye. Let's check that. Let's check them out as well. Units. Set mage, but we are looking for bronze mages. So they are Bernard Tutor, Meditating Mage, Arethusa student, Bernard student, Cintrine Enchantress, Wendra is not a Northern Amscard, so forget about her. Cintrine Spellweaver, Arethusa Adept, and Damn Sorceress. So there are a lot of actual selections here. 3, 5, 8. So obviously Bernard Tutor is the worst selection. You never ever want to play this. Also Enchantress is quite bad. Damn Sorceress could be good against if the opponent is crazy enough to play shield decks. So these are the worst options. But if you somehow, you know, get one of the Patience units or Spellweaver, you should always go for it. Adapt is depending on the situation on the board. If you have some, you know, Patience units that you're not playing and they're ticking with the Patience, Adapt could be better compared to other selections. Okay, so there's also a single envoy here, just I didn't talk about it. It kinda, you know, increases the, I would say, integrity of the deck, so that you guarantee to draw all of your goals. And there's also Hubert, again for consistency purposes. So with these thinning options, I always am able to draw the gold cards, but in a single game, I guess I couldn't draw Truffle and Shiny. Yeah, Shiny is... for some reason, I always draw Gerhard, but I don't draw Shiny as often. I don't know why. And there's also Seltkirk, obviously, because Inspired Zeal ability, well, Seltkirk is the best choice for that ability, so yeah, she has to be there. But his cousin, Prince Ansei, isn't invited to this deck. You kind of don't need Ansei anyway, because, you know, with alumni, they are your princes. And well, there are only 3 charges, so one of them usually goes to Rafar's Vengeance, the other Seltkirk, and the third one is either Shani's resurrected target, or sometimes you just cannot achieve Zeal and you apply that on a, let's say, alumni with like 7 melee to ranged. Sometimes those numbers could happen, so you can, you know, apply the leader onto that and get your 7 damage. So that's why running Ensei isn't great. And what are you gonna, you know, remove anyway? I mean, if you remove Mushy Truffle, then the deck does not function as you expect. Okay, so that's it, I guess. Gonna show you 3 games. Hope you like them, and see you at the end. Okay, I said see you at the end, but I have to give credit where it's due. I think I forgot to mention that, because this deck isn't my creation. I mean, I am a fan of Mayamong. He's the best Japanese player, Japanese Gwent player. And even though I don't understand what he says, I mean, he is a really skilled player. On top of that, he's coming up with original, you know, deck ideas. So this is his list. And he kind of made some adjustments. Or maybe I mean, with the bronzes though, the gold cards are standard. I mean, in a version, he was running a single rune ward and, you know, playing a boiling oil or another doing winder or something like that. These 6-5 powered, you know, selections could change. So that's his creation, and he reached 2600 with it. I don't think I have time to try for that, but I'll definitely end up with 2500 at least, because it's going pretty good. Okay, so let's see the videos. Okay, I'm facing Nilfgaard double cross on blue coin. This is probably gonna be a loss for me. I don't expect to win unless the opponent is a noob or just another greedy player. Okay, I don't have access to amphibious assault, so I have to look for that, I guess. I mean, these are actually good in the first round. Let's send to Doom area and practice makes perfect, and here is our brick. Thank you. Okay, so let's just play an art student and hope for the best. So no amphibious assault, no access to Arethusa. So we could actually lose uneven here with this meditating mages. Blightmaker, okay. I have to play this because this is a really bad hand. Okay, this is a good draw, Mashi Truffle. Will we ever see a Hubert in this game? Okay, here comes Mage Torture. So we have to save this to kill our copy of Vengeance. Okay, so this is the only bronze I can play with Winch. So I'm gonna have to use this, I guess. Really. This is a bad play. He should develop his own an art student. What is this? Okay, let's click on those. Bradens. Really? Why wouldn't you put these here? Okay. So should we continue here? I guess we should. But where is Heritage student, man? Well, apparently Heritage student is missing. Okay, so this is gonna spawn Centurion Spellweaver. I have 9 points on the board already. Okay. So I think I only have one winch in the deck. I already used it. So I need to send Amphibious Assault back to the deck. Along with this. Oh my god, this is terrible. So we're gonna Amphibious Assault. Territusa. And add another one. So practice makes perfect is at 5. This poor guy is at 9. Let's use this. Well, I think I'm gonna use this. So how to avoid tourney joust? Or, you know, just click on this maybe. Oh, there's Shiny. Or, you know, just click this. He needs to heat wave this. Yeah. That's the right call. 12 point heat wave, so it makes sense. The bad thing is there's only one alumni left, so heat waving it is... No, I know there's still two. It was came from the that spell. Okay, so these are at 2. What do we play here? Johnny? Yeah, I guess so. He's gonna copy that though. Maybe we should just play this. It's extremely low. Let's guarantee this. I don't want to play practice makes perfect yet. Before these get 4. Great pull with Joachim. So that's the risk of playing him. You didn't play your Blight Makers early, just one actually. This is also gonna help to get the Hubert out somewhat early. But I think I have to use Shiny here. Maybe not. Yeah, let's use this. Well, not bad. We could get some resilience. Just. Well, the other one went through though. What are we looking for here, by the way? Nothing. We got everything here. Okay, so this is at 4. So alumni have Zeal. So I should just keep playing them actually right now. Okay, here it is. Okay. $12. Opponent use leader. Seven, 7, 7, 10, 12. Let's just kill this. I don't care about this. And while we're at it, let's click on this. So I'm gonna save Shining for the final round, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. But before that, let's do this so this guy comes out. So let's click on Century Spellweaver. Okay, and then play this. Practice makes perfect. So let's get this. Well, what is it? 0. Well, I'm gonna put this here actually. I don't care about it. Because maybe I will play Shiny on the front row. And use the last charge to end the game. Before Experiment or Remedy steals that. So who do we hit? Does it matter? I guess not. That's really a big deficit. So despite breaking Hubert in the first round, we managed to win this. Well, as you see, practice makes perfect. He is kinda broken in this deck. So that's Terra Nova. I think your opponent will finish around 70 something. No, that was Lydia, okay. 69, 84. It's not enough. Sorry. Against Battle Trance. Okay, Hubert is the obvious brick here, and I don't need these 2 alumni in my hand. Also, I don't need practice makes perfect. So one of them will be useless out of these 3. Let's send 1 alumni back. Maybe I should keep one of this. This could still be good. I'm gonna send alumni. Okay, so no amphibious assault in hand is kind of concerning, obviously. Which one is more important, Span Art or Eretusa? Who should I keep first? Okay, let's do this first. Coral. Oh, okay, so we have to play aggressively then. And hopefully this guy survives though. Spellweaver or the other one? Spellweaver could come in handy here. Hopefully we don't regret that. Okay, this is the Sunset Wonder version. Oh my god, that's gonna play for a lot of points. And please don't hit this twice. Okay, that's acceptable, I guess. If I don't play Winch here, this is gonna get... Something's gonna... I'm really scared of his health here. So I'm gonna play Winch and maybe he heat waves it. We'll see. Instead this gets Decoction. Okay. So made the right call apparently. I want to play Eretusa Students. Got it. And then play this, right? Okay. That's good. So if the opponent plays Scout, he's not gonna get points from that. I'm glad I saved this. Okay, let's play this as well. Opponent could pass here, so I'm gonna click on this. Yeah, 3-point carry or okay. And we recycled some of the crappy cards here. The bad thing is Bernard is at 3 and Retusa at 3, so maybe I should have played one more turn, but I don't want to play a long round against this. I hate, intentionally, going down 4 cards. Okay, right now Alumni isn't that useful. So I'm gonna send them back. And that's a really good draw here. I think I will start with this. Oh, welcome Hubert. How are you? So you can't replay Decoction. There's no rain, and Bride of the Sea could, do that. There is just a lot of point potential in this round right now. Without Amphibious Assault, how am I gonna do? I think I should hold on to ban art student. Get more points. So it is time to be greedy. No, I need 4 turns. This is at 5. Here comes Mushy. Not gonna do anything to that. Our opponent could actually play decoction. Okay, now this is at 6. Right now this is better. I think this could die. To what? I know I'm not getting a lot of points from this play. So did the opponent draw the Gedinith? Here comes Sunset. This is better. Okay, Bride of the Sea into Decoction would kill this, or Heatwave. None of that. Instead, another Coral. So we kill Coral. Oops. I need that. Okay, now this is gonna get interesting with these 2 cards. Two, 3. Let's go. 6. 1, 2. 2. This is going pretty good, I should say. Here comes getting it finally. Does he have any druids left? Should I pass here? I mean, I could use shiny one more time. This is just insane advantage here. But I'm gonna go for the greedy route. But it isn't that greedy actually, because I'm killing this again. We also sent an alumni back, which is really good. Now Frusinger is a druid. There's just too many points here, so I'm gonna keep playing. Here it is. And oh, there's also this. Practice makes perfect to this. Oh my god, this is just amazing. That's enough, I guess. And why did I click on this? Because the resilience is over. That's why. You don't have 20 points. Another opponent get too old. That's really working great. Playing against Nature's Gift. Okay. I may have some advantage over this. Okay, so these two cards are for later rounds, obviously, so I'm gonna mulligan them, but they keep coming back. Okay, so I think I mean, worst case scenario, I could use this round. Here comes Hammer Riot. I'm gonna play Rune Word first, because this deck is really struggling to deal with shields. Depending on what I'll find, I'm gonna play the other student with Amphibious Assault, and since I found this, I'm gonna assault into the other Bernard student in the deck, and hopefully I can find already. Okay. So the opponent will try to use 2 damage cards on that. Okay. So far so good. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't use Amphibious Assault now that I'm thinking about it. So having Aretusa students reach maybe 5 this round. I think Natalis is good here. So will the opponent use 2 cards to kill that Golden Seer? Okay, so this is a Gezras deck. How nice of it to find orbs. Sure. Okay, let's put Meditating Mage here. I don't want to waste this. $40 with 3 cards. So is he gonna pass? That's the question. With Vitality, the opponent will be at 44, but yeah, there's no passing here. Okay, I'm just gonna take the passes because it's 48. It's just insane. Okay, so Aretusa is at 4. So the next mission is make Bernard student 4. That's not gonna be easy to do though. Okay, that's very good. Obviously. Okay, so I don't need this round. I need to take one more Mulligan, and if that is a winch, I'm gonna be in trouble. So I have to Amphibious Assault and Amphibious Assault. Okay. Phyrexian. Okay, this is not a Gezras deck. I don't think you can fit both Phyrexian and Gezras in the same deck. This is a risk, by the way. Because as you see, I'm skipping on. Okay. Let's just play this. Spellweaver is better here compared to Aretusa. But I'm pretty sure one of them will get smoked out. So I'm gonna use Aretusa then. This is gonna develop into 4. Yeah, as expected. Oh boy, that's gonna make a lot of points actually. Not good. Well, I'm gonna use Adapt here. The opponent is playing without thinking at all. Jams cards. So I need to put more patience units on the board. And that's one way of doing it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play. Okay. I mean, all of my opponents are just getting crazy about those mages. They shouldn't actually. Okay, now I have two of these. Art is at 4. So is there a 4 unit on the board? No, there isn't. Okay. At least one of them is still available to play, and I think that was the last of Nature's Rebuke, I hope. Which one is better? Really? Let's think. Well, if I draw something good with practice makes perfect, then this one is better. Well, you're right, man. I'm sorry. Is there Gezras? Yeah, there is Gezras after all. But I'm gonna kill it. Still... Wait, what? First things first. Whoops. Okay, so I have to think fast. So what was the last mage I played? 15 points. I can't make 15 points just like that. This is good. Now I have Alumni in the deck, and also this. And this. I'll be fine, I guess. What's left? What are these? Okay, so I'm trying to reach Shani. Six, 4. So should I just... I don't think so. So I'm just gonna kill whatever the opponent plays here.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshay, the blood of elves. We have each other's backs. That's more than most.
And I'm actually gonna do this. So I'll be able to beat Gord, because that's the only unit that will be on the board. Well, I have charges enough. Hopefully, so GG. Look at the domination here. The opponent tried to do everything in his power to bleed me out, but it really didn't work out. So this deck is quite good, so kudos to Maya Monk for coming up with it, because the guy is a genius in my opinion, and he comes up with really, interesting decks. And but I think, I mean, he's the master of playing them, because I witnessed him reaching 2600 with this deck. I don't think I can do that. I'm not that talented. He somehow finds, really interesting lines to come up with victory conditions. So kudos to him. And thank you for watching this video. And I hope you like the content here. If you do so, please hit the like button. And if you still haven't subscribed to my channel, that would be really nice if you could do that. The number of subscribers are increasing every day, a bit by bit, actually. So really thanks for that, and hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.